Okay.
Wait, I gotta put your head in there. Alright, okay, there you go.
See me? Alright.
Yeah.
So, what we are working on is making blood type A and O kimchi.
Blood type. I was like, blood what now? What are we doing?
So here's some.
We're making kimchi,
yeah,
basically.
we're making kimchi, but not standard kimchi. This is gonna be different. This is not using cabbage. We got kale in here. We got some carrot tops. Was it 2 types of kale in here?
Yeah, it's like the dino whatever kale and then like the regular type of kale.
And you can actually
smells tasty.
smell it starting to
So wait, so what did you have to do with this?
So what this is?
Basically, if you're making kimchi, any of the cabbage part or the green stuff,
any of the green stuff,
or cabbage part has to.
it has to be. First you rinse it off, and then afterwards, what we end up doing is you have a saltwater mixture. You make sure all your stuff is rinsed off, cut up, put it into the saltwater mixture. It's a heavy saltwater mixture, like pretty much like there's probably like
Super salty water.
3 or 4 tablespoons of salt in this water, and then you fill up the water to cover everything, and then you push it down so it submerges fully. This isn't where I had it in last night, but it is. It was all submerged fully. You can stir it around. Some people do that, but mostly you just like make sure it's submerged in the salt water. And after about 24 hours, some people you go a little bit shorter, some people a little bit longer, but I was like 24 hours. We'll be taking this out and draining it. You want to make sure it's fully drained. You want to try to get most of the moisture off. You will be adding some of this liquid to the container afterwards, but mostly it's like you want to make sure it's completely
Drained
free
off.
of all the
So
salt.
dry all the soaked stuff, and then you can chop up whatever other ingredients you want to put in it. We went to Whole Foods yesterday and got our supplies.
Yep.
So we got the green onion.
Green onions.
We had the kale.
Have the
We
kale,
had
some
carrots. We have.
and ginger is going to be part of my sauce, because what you do is you coat everything afterwards with some sort of a sauce. Ours is going to have ginger, turmeric. I'll show what it looks like before I blend it up. Ginger, turmeric. So it's going to have a little bit of salt. It's going to have green onion in it. It's going to have curry in yours,
Garlic.
not in mine. And it's going to have garlic.
You can have curry, or you can have turmeric.
Yeah, I can have turmeric. And
then
some
it's
other
gonna.
vegetables
I'm
we
gonna
got.
have some jalapenos in
And
mine.
there's a jalapeno and a serrano for you. And for me, I'm going to have the carrots. She's not going to have the carrots. We got some radishes.
Daikon radishes.
And
We were looking for parsnips, we couldn't find any.
Some normal radishes. We didn't have any parsnips, which would have been in both of ours. And this is celery root.
Yeah.
That's not going in it. And then what we'll do,
We'll chop all that stuff up and get the green stuff and stuff it, or get the mix for it, and we'll rub everything down with the mix, right?
and then we
we'll
stuff it into these jars.
stuff
I'm
it in
going to
these
finish
jars.
cleaning these up. And then what you do is you push everything down. Since it's not going to fill the jars with what we have, I'm going to have something inside of pushing it down.
What are you going to put in there to push it down?
I'll just think about it.
Okay. We'll see with the finished product here when we get closer. But basically, these are the jars we're going to put it in, so...
They
Well,
don't have to be pushed down. It just
that's
needs,
typically what people
yeah,
do.
That's typically what people do, and it just takes longer to ferment if it's not all the way pushed down. And everything will be in here. These are easy to airtight seal, and you just pop them open as they're fermenting.
And how long do you take to ferment before they're ready?
We usually like ours after about a minimum about 3 or 4 days.
But you can start eating it after 24
you
hours.
can start eating it after 24 hours.
Yeah, so yeah, we got into making our own kimchi when we were on the island.
Yep.
And then your dad makes really good kimchi too. And
Yes.
we just
We just kind
developed our own version
of
of
ran with it. And
kimchi, and
we're gonna try some new stuff.
now we're making it pretty much the same, just Xing the cabbage and like some of the other stuff. But yeah, it's gonna be tasty. I can't wait. Okay, so
All
we
right.
got.
So what we got now, this is going to be the sauce for our kimchi. I drained, as you can see, I drained off all the moisture. See, it's like nice and broken down. See, like even the kale normally is like really thick, and see how it's like it's all bendy and stuff.
It's bendy now.
And now there's gonna be the sauce. It has Italian seasoning, turmeric, salt, and dill. And then also inside we got some garlic, some ginger, some green onions, and some white onions.
So we have like a half an onion, like a whole bushel thing of like
A whole bowl of garlic.
and like a bowl. We
Yeah.
need like a whole thing like
One
that.
of these. and a whole root of ginger is in here. We're gonna blend this up, and then after that, we will rub it into all of our vegetables, and then after I get done blending this, I'll chop up everything else, and then we'll get it all ready to start getting mixed up.
So after we mix this, we're gonna halve it, and then we're gonna add to half of it serrano, and then a jalapeno.
Yeah, the jalapenos in there.
And some paprika.
And some paprika.
So I can have my spicy kimchi.
That'll be for.
Hee hee hee. Alright, cool. Yummy.
This is our nice paste. It needs to be really blended. This is what it's going to rub on all of our veggies.
That smells so delicious.
I know it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This is gonna be the flavor overall of our kimchi. So make sure you make your sauce, whatever flavor, it needs to taste good before you mix it in. Because this is everything that flavors it besides the initial breaking down of the fermented vegetables. Like this will be the flavor of all in it.
Here, stop it real quick. I just want to see it. Oh
Yes.
man, that smells so delicious. Mmm, so like ginger and garlic and stuff.
And yeah, that smells really good. Footprints?
Oh, footprints everywhere. Just making in the slime. So we got our radishes cut up here. And then these are the carrots. They're going in
Yep. Here's the
radishes. And we got celery and green onion.
And then I'm gonna cut up an onion.
I'm gonna cut up a whole onion. And then we're gonna cut these daikon radishes up, and
We're
then
gonna scrape them first.
Yeah.
Kind of like what I do with the carrots. Scrape the outside.
yeah, and then we'll have everything ready to mix into our green smoothie. So here's our ending product.
The end product?
Well, not really end.
Oh, not fully.
The step before the end product.
Sauce, blended up sauce. Here's this one. This one's without the peppers and stuff in it. There's the other one with the peppers.
Yeah,
It's
so
much darker.
the
And
pinker, the
this.
oranger one.
Yes.
So this is
That
looks
all
delish.
That looks like
gets
vomit.
in there.
It looks like vomit.
It looks like vomit. It kind of looks like it a little bit, doesn't it? And it's always good to use your hands because you get to put all that energy that you have in your body and like the good intention and everything can go into
The
the
food.
food you make. Exactly, Hanoni.
I answered before you.
You did. You're quick. Just make
So
sure everything is nice and coated.
Smells so delicious.
This is a very crucial step, obviously. You want to make sure
Everything
everything's
is coated really well.
It smells absolutely fantastic. You can just eat it straight like this, but it's way better when it ferments because then you get the extra tang from the fermentation. Because there's people that would just eat this straight away. It's almost like a salad kind of a thing going on. And just mixing it all up. Next time we'll get more greens to go in here, but
Yeah.
as you can see, everything is getting nice and covered. And it smells absolutely amazing. And then next, it's going to be stuffed into that jar.
Stuff it in.
Just about ready to get put into the jar. Can you scoot that jar a little bit closer to me, please? Either one doesn't matter. Thank you. And then you just start filling your jar up.
And then, so you're saying earlier that, like, normally you would want to fill it to the top and, like, pack it in real nice,
Yes. So we're just going to fill it in as much as we can.
but pack it down as much as we can,
Yep.
and then
And see,
we'll just go from there.
yeah. It'll still break down even when it's not fully packed in there, but it definitely works better when
Take
it's
probably a little bit
completely
longer
full.
or something.
Yeah. That's actually going to be kind of full.
That looks so yummy. Makes me want to eat some.
And then your brine water. What you do is you fill this all the way up, pack it in there nice and good, and then you pour whatever juices are left in here into it, and then you want to make sure if you have your brine water left over, which is the salt water that you
That's called
fermented.
kimchi.
This is kimchi.
It is.
You want to make sure you cover it. You want some of the moisture to kind of be all the way towards the top. Actually, this is gonna get a nice, decent amount in there. This is good.
Excellent. Really yummy.
And you can always add a little bit more salt to it. Make sure your brine is very salty. Almost like close to the point where you're like, whoa, this is way too salty to be eating when you do your initial brine.
Bit of a salt flavor. Kind of calms down a little bit.
Yes, definitely. Got all these onions and radishes and kale. Oh yeah, this is gonna work out pretty good. And since, as you can see, it needs some more moisture in there, so we're gonna pour this in there, and I'm gonna add a little bit more salt water,
Excellent.
and that will be that.
Sweet. So, wow, I can't wait to try this in a few days.
Yeah.
So we're gonna let this sit with the top on, and usually have to like let some of the air out every
Yeah, they
day.
like to call it burping.
Perfect. A couple of times a day or so.
Yep.
And then, like you said before, it's okay. You can eat it the next day, but it's best if you wait
Yep.
2 to 4 days or something, or longer. And of course, the longer it waits, the more yummy it is. But
And make sure you clean the top off every time you open it and it like spills out. You want to make sure that the rim and everything is clean, so you don't get spoilage. You just want it to be fermented.
excellent.
And that is
So
that.
that is that. It's gonna be yummy in a couple of days here.
Oh, that's so good.
Right now for you.
All right, this is one of the meals we like to make. See, as you see here, so some rice.
Seaweed, and tofu.
Yep.
And it has some of our kimchi in it. This is what, about 4 days?
Yep.
5 days out.
That's what the kimchi looks like.
I don't like smelling.
Ready. How long doesn't like smelling kimchi?
And there's the other one. As you can see, it's got some good stuff up in there.
We tried it the second day. We pretty much started eating it the second day.
Yeah.
But this is like starting to get that kimchi
The taste and stuff.
fermentation built to it after a little bit. Is it 4 days? It's been like 4 days, I think. And it's really good.
Oh
It
yeah.
goes so delicious. I feel like it tastes good with almost anything, but especially rice.
Yep. Because we even eat it with like pastas and stuff like that. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see.
Yep. Right here. Mm-hmm.